Hello student, welcome to Study It Out. This question is from Physics, chapter Magnetism. Here it is given that a proton with kinetic energy 1.3384 into 10 to the power minus 14 joule moving horizontally from north to south enters a uniform magnetic field of 2 millitesla directed eastward direction. Based on this information, we have to calculate the speed of the proton, magnitude of the acceleration of the proton, radius of the path traced by the proton, and here one information given, charge upon mass ratio for proton is 1 into 10 to the power 8 coulomb per kg. So let's understand the question. In the question, it is given that a proton moves from north to south direction and it is on the horizontal direction. So here this is the north and the south, it lies on the horizontal direction. So in this direction we have a proton. So let's consider here is the proton, and this proton has certain kinetic energy. So the kinetic energy of the proton is given as 1.3384 into 10 to the power minus 14 joule. And the magnetic field is moves along the east direction. So this direction is the direction of the magnetic field. Its value is 2 into 10 to the power minus 3 Tesla. So we can say that the direction of the proton motion and the direction of the magnetic field are perpendicular to each other. So V is perpendicular to B. That we got the information. Now in the first part of the question, we have to find how much is the velocity of the proton. So we have to know one thing, mass of the proton is equal to 1.67 10 to the power minus 27 kg. And now kinetic energy is equal to half into m into v square. So based on this information, can we find the speed of the proton? So let's substitute the value. K is 1.3384 into 10 to the power minus 14 is equal to half into 1.67 into 10 to the power minus 27 into v square. So we can write it here, v square is equal to 2 into 1.3384 into 10 to the power minus 14 divided by 1.67 into 10 to the power minus 27. Further, v square is equal to 1.6 into 10 to the power 13. It can be written as v is equal to 16 into 10 to the power 12. So from here we can say that this is square. V is equal to 4 into 10 to the power 6 meter per second. So this is the answer of the first part of the question. In the second part, we have to find the magnitude of the acceleration. So here what happened, if the velocity is along the x-axis, and let's assume magnetic field is along y-axis. So where the force will acting? Along the z-axis. So we know that here force formula is equal to, based on this relation, it is Q V cross B. This is the force, magnetic force acting on the proton. And based on Newton's second law says that force is equal to mass into acceleration. So mass of what? Mass of the proton and acceleration of proton. So can we consider this as relation 1 and this as relation 2? So from relation 1 and 2, can we write it as mass of proton into acceleration of proton is equal to charge of proton into velocity of the proton into the magnetic field. So based on this information, acceleration is equal to how much? It's equal to charge by mass into velocity into the magnetic field. And we know that this can be written as Q Vp sine theta. So as both are perpendicular to each other, V and V and B are perpendicular to each other. So theta is equal to how much here? 90 degree. So based on that, we can say that this whole thing can also be written as simply QVB. The same thing is mentioned in this part. So let's substitute the value. In the question, it is given that charge upon mass ratio is 1 into 10 to the power 8 coulomb per kg. So we substitute this value here. It's 1 into 10 to the power 8. Velocity we just found 4 into 10 to the power 6, and magnetic field is 2 into 10 to the power minus 3. So A is equal to 8 into 10 to the power 11 meter per second square. So this is the answer for the B part of the question. Now what is the C part? C part, we have to find the radius of the path traced by the photon. So when the force is acting on the system, so because of the force, the proton will cover a circular path. Because in this case, uniform magnetic field is present, and second, V is perpendicular to B. So in this case, it will form a uniform circular path. It will form uniform circular path here. So if we have to find the radius of it, radius of this uniform circular path, we know that in this case, centripetal force is acting towards the center. So we can write the relation centripetal force is equal to m into v square by r. This is the centripetal force. Force of the magnetic field is equal to qvb. So now let's relate these two formula and find the value of r, radius. So m into v square by r is equal to qvb. V and square gets cancelled. So r is equal to mv by qb. So now we can substitute the value here. We know that q by m is equal to 1 into 10 to the power 8. So based on that, m by q will be 1 by 1 into 10 to the power 8. So here we can write 1 by 1 into 10 to the power 8. Velocity is 4 into 10 to the power 6. And magnetic field is given as 2 into 10 to the power minus 3. So here we can cancel these two. And then it is coming 20 meter. So this is the answer of the third part of the question.